Hello Sam, we'd like to introduce ourselves as your junior consulting team. I'm Dakota.
I'm Heidi.
I'm Hamish.
And I'm Roman.
After analysing Gong's cafe processes and environment, we've identified some key obstacles preventing Gong from reaching its full potential.
We recognised two central issues, management style and staff conflict. Not to worry, we will also propose solutions which we believe will remediate the cafe's operations and staff relations, addressing issues of service quality, staff turnover and customer complaints. I'll hand over to Dakota to tell you more.
The first issue we've identified in your scientific approach to managing cafe procedures, your daily flowcharts, laminated instruction sheets, and prescribed scripts create a rigid and inflexible working space. These strict regulations are incompatible with your current training method, where new hires spend a short amount of time shadowing other employees before they are then expected to operate entirely independently within the store. Your read first, ask later attitude attempts to save time by rationalizing problems. However, it discourages new staff from asking questions for more nuanced issues, which leads to hesitancy during rush periods. While possessing short-term benefits of having available instructions on procedures, your scientific management style, inherently mechanistic nature, limits organic creativity and autonomy, and its inflexibility to change or experimentation discourages workplace initiative. Your lack of focus on staff development further undermines this, providing little time to gain knowledge about a cafe's procedures, which cause your staff to lack confidence and make mistakes further down the line. This unsupportive environment, in conjunction with the current uncompromising management style, fails to meet employee hygiene factors. This is then leading to employee dissatisfaction. The ramifications of these practices fail to establish a well-founded practical skill or instill confidence in working independently. Consequently, new hires hesitate to act, and without support, mistakes will persist as employees are intimidated to ask questions. These components establish increased employee dissatisfaction, which then leads to higher staff turnover. The constant turnover within your workplace means that there was never an actual chance for your employees to move past the forming stage, therefore leading to them not having to storm, norm, or perform. Roman will now address these issues in further details.
To improve, you need to adapt your mechanistic management approach to more relational techniques. Present charts, lists, and scripts as informative guidelines rather than authoritarian rules. Comprehensive overview of cafe operations. You can base this on the Hersey-Blanchard model, using each style in response to the capabilities of each staff member. Directing, providing clear instructions for new staff members that they can easily understand. Coaching, supporting new staff in conducting basic tasks, building confidence and establishing knowledge. Supporting, allowing more independence as staff develop their skills, but still being available to help if they lose confidence. And delegating, establishing trust in capable employees by allowing self-direction in conducting tasks. Through this system, rather than disheartening new employees through the read first, ask later approach, you can support staff in their learning, ensuring they feel supported while increasing skills to deliver quality service. We further suggest a formal buddy system where new staff are mentored by designated, experienced team members after their training period, allowing for on-the-job tacit knowledge to be transferred, as well as fostering stronger social relationships. Implementing these techniques increases worker hygiene factors, thereby reducing dissatisfaction within Gong Cafe and decreasing staff turnover. Retaining a consistent workforce will allow your teams to outgrow the forming stage and reach the synergy of performing. Furthermore, allowing more discretion in how employees conduct daily procedures will enhance feelings of autonomy and self-actualization, which acts as a motivating factor, leading to more proactive behavior and enhanced job satisfaction.
Thanks, Roman. The second notable issue we observed was the interpersonal conflict between staff members Sienna and Nate. Their interactions are sharp and combative, usually disagreeing over how tasks should be done. Both staff display different intrinsic values. Nate is rule-orientated, while Sienna is practical. Other staff, and an implicit third side in this conflict, have noted that the tension of the three interactions which create an uncomfortable working environment. Your current solution has been to separate the two, despite the efficiency of service when they are noded together. The multi-faced nature of this conflict lies around task and processes. Nate and Sienna disagree on whether to prioritise formal procedures or heuristic efficiency. Additionally, the unspoken tension that's created through their lack of socialisation and solely task-related conversations suggests that they're developing a relationship conflict. Actively separating them aligns with avoidance management, allowing the conflict to exist, just operating at lower levels of cooperation and assertiveness. This dialect solution and silencing dialogue created by Sienna and Nate's clashing perspectives is a false compromise, where you lose the individuality and insight of their contrasting opinions, as well as the functional benefits of their partnership. However, if the dysfunctional side of their conflict is not addressed, the social equilibrium of Gong Cafe will continually be disrupted and their mutual discontent will grow. I'll allow Heidi to explain the rest and how to resolve this.
Thanks, Hamish. To settle this dispute, identifying the root of the conflict is key. Nate and Sienna's hostility is driven by a difference in perspective. Nate is procedural, while Sienna is more pragmatic. They refuse to acknowledge each other's position, engaging in unproductive debates which lack open-mindedness or empathy. We recommend you shift to a collaborative management style to initiate harmony. You could do this by mediating divergent discussions between Nate and Sienna, utilising a subjunctive mood by using words like possibly, maybe, and from my perspective. This promotes active listening, where indefinite language allows for ambiguity and doesn't establish one right perspective, allowing for constructive, empathetic discourse. This will reframe their differences as a learning opportunity to be embraced rather than a clash to be avoided. During shifts, you should reinforce this philosophy, encouraging dialogical coexistence rather than dialectic avoidance. Allow both parties to do their tasks in their own way together, and encourage polyphonic conversations with each other and other staff. This will create ideas and allow perspectives to shift and grow in accordance. This continuation of dialogue would balance the needs of others with the needs of Sienna and Nate individually. Other staff would learn from Nate and Sienna's individual insights and ideas, while allowing Nate and Sienna to feel heard and also listen to other people's perspectives. This way, they can thoughtfully challenge each other and grow off each other, and through this develop empathy and respect for each other. Thus, social harmony can be restored and the team can work cohesively to consistently deliver high-quality service with minimal mistakes, reducing online complaints and increasing customer satisfaction. In summary, we've identified your management practices and interpersonal staff conflicts as core matters that we believe perpetuate Gong's issues. Although we have presented them as separate, we believe these elements are interconnected, with mismanagement of new staff, workplace procedures, and interpersonal conflicts causing a plateau in efficiency and success.
Our recommendation of formal training, coaching and support, relaxing procedural rules to foster innovation and collaborative conflict management, will reform your organisational culture and imbue your workers with more job satisfaction, practical skills, and social harmony. It will transform the workplace culture from restrictive and tense to one that values collaboration, uplifting workers, and cultivating dialogical synergy.
Staff will feel supported and valued, customers will experience high-quality service, and online complaints will decline, allowing Gong Cafe to thrive as you have envisioned.
Sam, thank you for enlisting with us and getting our help. We wish you the best of luck with Gong Cafe and believe with the right changes, it can become a welcoming and safe space for both customers and staff.